Well, hello there, Lyft, Uber, Tracy, Jim Donovan, and anybody else that wants to listen to this. As most of you know, I drive for Uber and Lyft. Today I had another incident. It was quite scary. Sorry, I just heard a noise back there. I had to look. I went to pick up a passenger. I even took the time to text the passenger first to remind them about car seats. Now, normally when I have a ride, it's a girl's name and it's a two-stop ride, and it's from 3 o'clock in the afternoon to about 4 o'clock. There's probably about a 95% chance that somebody who's picking up a child at a daycare. And it's about a 95% chance they don't have a car seat. So I take the time to text the person. This person did not respond back to my text. I showed up at her house and I took the time to ask her, what are we doing at the stop? She said she's picking up her child. I said, there's a car seat there, I assume? She goes, no, I don't have a car seat. I don't need one. I said, yes, you do. I said, it's against the law for me to transport you without a car seat. So, not being concerned about her kid or anything like that, she was concerned about her money. Is she going to get her money back? And I said, that's between you and Lyft. I don't have no control over that. I don't control the money. It's all done electronically. She got out. She slammed my door very hard. She walked away. Now, with both Lyft and Uber system, if we pull away from the scene and wait for our 5-minute timer, we don't get the 5-minute cancellation fee. We have to sit in front of the house, more than likely in an abusive situation, people yelling and screaming at us, waiting for 5 minutes, and then we have to call them, and then the system will give us the cancellation fee. So we're basically forced to be in an abusive situation for all that time in order to get a cancellation fee. On Lyft, there is no button for canceling for a child with no car seat. With Uber, there is, but you still have to wait the 5 minutes. So what does this do? First off, it puts the driver in harm's way. This woman had a boyfriend. He started yelling at me, calling me names. Okay? All for what? For $5. Now, there's no point in making me wait there. If there's a button, and you put a button there that says child in no car seat, I should be able to immediately cancel, because there's no way I'm going to take that ride. So why should I sit there and wait for 5 minutes? Why do you force me to be in an abusive situation? Now, as you'll notice by the scenery behind me, that's my navigation screen here. That's my radar screen here. I'm up on the bridge of my motor yacht. Yes, I am a captain. I charter my boat. Safety is my ultimate concern. When I have children on the boat, anybody 12 years old and younger must wear a life jacket. If they take it off, the boat stops. If they continue to take it off, I turn it around, I dock it, and I throw the people off the boat. That's my rules. That's the Coast Guard rules. That's the way it works. You do nothing, absolutely nothing, to the passenger. Okay, the passenger is free to do whatever they want. You don't penalize them. You don't do nothing. Yet when I arrived, Lyft, speaking of threats, when I arrived right in front of the person's house using my GPS, now I navigate from my iPad, which is wired directly to a Garmin GPS. So I'm getting true GPS data, not inaccurate data from the cell service system. I'm within 2 feet of accuracy. I got a threat notice. It says your account's at risk. because I arrived too early. I hit the arrival button too early. No, I didn't. I was sitting right in front. I was stopped in front of the rider's house. So you feel real comfortable threatening your drivers on a daily basis for silly, stupid stuff like that. Yet this woman had no problems telling me that most of the drivers let her get away with it. Now, what's it going to take? I haven't done a Google search yet, but I'm going to search to see if there's been children killed in Lyft and Uber cars because of no car seats. Now, it's the law. It's the law. Now, I'm going to tag the Berger Children's Hospital, and I'm going to also tag Children's Hospital in this. Because when I show up to their hospitals, there's many times people come out with children. I would say 95% of the time, they come out with children and no car seats. What's it going to take, man? Really, what is it going to take? What kind of abuse? What kind of injury? What kind of death? What is it going to take for you to act on this? Now, it would take very, very little effort for you to send a broadcast message to everybody when they turn on the app, okay, that a reminder, if you're transporting a child, they must be in car seats. You send reminders like that to your drivers all the time. You send text messages to your drivers all the time saying, oh, we're busy at the airport, go get down there. Okay? It's very little effort to send a notice, and the person has to hit the OK button, the acknowledgement button, that they agree with that term and conditions. Like you make us agree to every time you come up with a new and inviting way of stealing money from us there, Lyft and Uber. You do a good job with that. You really do a good job with modifying it. You know, when I first started driving for y'all, it was an 80-20 split. We would get 80%, you would get 20%. Now you're taking more than 50%. So you've been robbing for your drivers for a long time. And we keep going. Well, as you can tell by my surroundings, it's going to be short order before I stop driving for you. And I'll be out of your hair, and I won't be posting crappy videos about you. But I really hope that no child gets killed by your lack of care, by your not following state and local rules. Now you are testing out a new teen service where teens can take rides without a passenger or without a parent, which is a very bad idea. It's just a bad idea, because if a teen decides that they want to assault me or brutalize me or anything like that, I can't sue them. I can't go after them because they're a minor. So there ain't no teen ever going to get in my car. Never. Not going to happen. I mean, I already screen them now when they come in and they look too young. Kid says they're 15 or 16. Sorry, they ain't getting in my car. I'm not putting myself at risk that way. It's just not going to happen. So what's it going to take, Lyft and Uber? Going to wait until a kid gets killed, if one hasn't been killed already, before you act on this? Send a notice to your drivers. That's all you got to do. It's not that hard. Send another notice to your passengers. It's not that hard. Reminding them that it's illegal to transport children with no car seats. Look, everything I did in my life revolves around safety. Whether it's my boat, I was a dive master, a rescue diver, and an underwater crime scene investigator. I'm certified to jump out of helicopters and pull dead people out of shipwrecks. I was a sign maker for 44 years, and I worked as high as 120 feet in the air. So everything I did revolved around safety. And I'm Maybe hypersensitive to it. I don't know. But I'm also a parent, and I would never risk my kids. I slept in car seats everywhere when my kids were little. So I want you to take some responsibility and make it so that children are safe in Uber cars. Look, it don't cost much. It really doesn't cost much. You know, a parent can pick up a little booster seat for $20. Okay? You know, Uber, you can, and Lyft, you can provide them. It's real simple. You know, give a driver a credit to go out and buy them. To buy a little booster seat. Make it safe. Man, I don't want to read about. I really don't want to read about some child getting put through a windshield because they weren't in a car seat. So, that's all I got to say on the subject. Hope somebody will pay attention before some poor little child gets killed. That's about it. Have a good night.